Oh yeah, we're unboxing Starlink RV. So, looks like no more disinformation campaigns, huh? All right, anyways, let's take a look. This must be the standing bracket. Let me put that over there. And then this must be the plate itself. Well, gotta say, they couldn't make it any more foolproof. Let me just gently set that there and not break. All right. All it says is don't touch top, plug in the cord, that right into the Wi-Fi, and use my Starlink app. It could not be any more supposedly straightforward. All right, this here has got to be the router or modem. All right, I'll go ahead and just set that right down there, gently on the concrete. And then, what does it say? Just drop it in, take a look. So you see a metal groove closely, and then little, looks like screw mounts. So I wonder where I can screw that. If you take a look at the RV that we'll check out in another series, I made a little deck right where those orange safety straps are. That's for solar panels and Starlink. All right, let's go back over here. What else we got? Long cord that goes probably right to this Starlink router or modem. And a power cord. Power cord must be for a little three-pronged straightforward. Cool. All right, cool enough. And let's see here. This, okay, that's for that groove that we saw on the base. And those are some safety straps. So let's go ahead and push that right in. And this should probably click. You heard that click. Literally just drops right where that little groove was. Okay, that's good. Looks like the cord's coming here. Great. It's a long cord. That's how long this is. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna keep the Starlink box as we continue to travel. Let me go ahead. What is this? Is this like a USB? No, it looks like some custom USB, almost like a mini HDMI port. It was what it looks like. Not USB-C or anything. So, and I'm noticing it's got some rubber gasket there. So probably can go right in there and without any, I'm not sure, water, even though I don't expect this to be inside. So maybe this is foolproof too? Yeah, look at that. Look at the shape. Let me go ahead and zoom in there. It looks like the shape can only go this way. Huh, pretty good design. It's idiot proof. Although I say that lightly because I can surely mess things up. Okay, then let's plug this in. This looks like it goes that way. Open that back up. And yeah, I'm gonna do Starlink RV. I have Comcast here. We love Comcast. Not, obviously, but you know, I have a couple series I'm gonna do this with the trailer and the truck. Maybe the truck by itself, right? And maybe more importantly, the Sprinter van, which you may have seen in a couple other of the videos. Okay, that's all plugged in. Question is, where the heck is my power cord? That's the other side of this guy. All right, and then as we go ahead on our journey and set up here, you're gonna notice 3 Jackery batteries here. So they all should be able to power Starlink easily. Okay, I got 1,000 watt, another 1,000 watt. That's for the jumping cable. I got a 500 watt over here. And then I got some solar panels. I'm not sure if I can get to the installation in time. And then obviously when I'm driving, I'll be able to charge these as well. But you're gonna see our crazy little setup here. So let's do this. And now I'm gonna jump and screen record into the Starlink app, and let's see the rest of the setup. All right, we're launching the Starlink app, but to accommodate this footage, we got some RV and travel footage on the right, but I'll mainly be commenting on the app walkthrough on the left. So first, you go to the find location step right here. So it's just checking for obstructions. I put it right into the grass field, also on the back of the pickup. It kind of bends by itself, and then you join your network. So at this step, you get to connect to the Starlink app, but then you can also go ahead and change your Wi-Fi name and add your Wi-Fi password. I called mine 4004 Spruce. It's the college street that I lived on. All right, going back after that, it says determining your GPS location. This took the longest step. It's about 15 minutes, and it's just communicating with the satellites and just verifying the connection. And just like that, after 15 minutes, you're all set up and you're finished. All right, and now we're in the Starlink app. So we're gonna look at a couple features. You can see visibility, range, and speed, but speed is our bread and butter. So you'll see a couple tests that I run. First, they have a very generic kind of speedtest.net type of speed test. You can see the devices that I have connected, about 7 of them. I named them all 4004 Spruce on my Wi-Fi router at home, so you can kind of see them all connect. All right, so when we first go into it, I got about 150 megabits per second, which is still phenomenal, because compared to hotel speeds, it's usually 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 megabits per second, right? We're talking the double digits here max. And here automatically, just setting it on the concrete floor, 151 megabits per second, 12 megabits upload speed. As we go into the advanced test, which is a little button you can press on the bottom, you can see there's a differentiation between the Starlink speed, the router to the internet, and the actual Wi-Fi speed that I get, so my iPhone itself to the Wi-Fi. So it looks like Starlink is approaching, I think this test goes up all the way to about 500 megabits per second as it kind of speeds up here. So right off the bat, I know it can promise up to gigabit speeds, but let's see here. It goes up to 204 megabits per second, and then as we approach, it kind of skyrockets. So just communicating over there, look at my Wi-Fi speed. It goes up to 500 megabits per second like I was talking about. So the router to internet versus my iPhone to the router itself. And then let's look at after this travels all the way up to about 500 there. Perfect. Then look at my upload speed, about 60 megabits per second versus at-home speeds of about 10 megabits per second. So as we speed through over there, I'm trying to look at the right content as well. That's a travel to Disneyland and a proposal for my marriage as well. Anyways, so we looked here at the advanced 550 megabits per second and 80 megabits upload speed. Look at the uptime. You get the latency over there, which is just as important, and the usage. And then now I'm looking to add the RV feature called Portability. So I'm going into settings just to see what else and other features that we can play with. All right, so as you look for portability, on the feature FAQ here, it says, what is portability? Well, for 25 bucks a month and one single button press in the app, it's really impressive. I can move Starlink around. You would think this is an integrated feature, but it's not, so it's a little disappointing. It's an additional 25 bucks, but I can put this on the back of my truck bed, on the title of the top of my RV, but notice no in-motion use right here. So Starlink does not officially support in-motion use, but in my testing, it worked out pretty nicely. All right, and even during setup over here, that plate or that dish itself will automatically move to get to the closest signal with the satellite there. And you can see in the app any obstructions that you have. So right now it adjusted towards that direction, a little bit of the northwest direction, but even in the back of the truck, it was still auto adjusting. And then you can see here all the router and the extension of the cords, everything like that. Well, for me, I just put it in the truck bed, and you'll have some footage looking at that over there. All right, first stop, we're in Clallam or near Yakima. So we're going to, I want to show you kind of the look at Starlink setup that I have here. It's just thrown in the back of the pickup. We're towing this big rig as well. Now the reason I have it like that is because I didn't want to mount it yet. When it's nighttime, I'll put it in the trailer or in the truck and lock it up. For now, I just kind of put some cloths around it, and it's already adjusting, as you saw there. And I had Wi-Fi connection the whole way, even though, as you saw that screenshot, and not so much. But we're going to a dog park first for Stitch. Out. All right, but first, a brief intermission. I got saved. My trailer rig setup was no good, and these good Samaritans came and adjusted my hitch 4 inches up, just out of nowhere, just where I decided to park. They saw me doing their review. So shout out to you, Craig, over in Ellensburg. Thank you for saving my trailer rig, making sure that the load balance was correct. All right, so we're stopped outside Love's again, past Yakima, made it through the mountains. So I'm actually having Starlink kind of hidden right here, but because I have a Wi-Fi network, I actually hid a Ring camera. You can see it right there, where I can monitor everything tonight. Again, first night with it. I'm gonna throw a picture here, but I had some really kind, nice, good Samaritans who helped with our little trailer hitch setup over there. Really intense work. We raised the hitch like 5 inches or so, just so that you can see that the whole trailer is pretty level. I got some Jackery batteries over there, if you can see on my beautiful truck setup over there. But basically in here, got Jackery battery, got an extension cord to kind of secretly power some of the lights and pumps and water in the trailer. There's the Ring camera, look more closely. Hopefully it won't deter any thieves. And a little inconspicuous cover for all this truck stuff. Ideally, I could lock this all up. That'd be ideal. Yeah, let's head back inside to the trailer. And the best part is, first day as we head to Las Vegas. Pretty cool. I'll get to upload this using Starlink, but you kind of get to see some previews inside. We're moving Mom over there, so there's a lot of luggage. And yeah, that's the inside. And that's Stitch. All right, so with that, I'm signing out for the evening. First day with Starlink on the road. All right, signing out, y'all. So far, a success. 100 megabits per second, hidden inconspicuously over here. I'll continue the setup. All right, let's see how we do tonight. Good night, y'all. RV Starlink, part 1.